Hi friends, today I am going to be sharing with you what I take on my plein air and my urban sketching adventures. I hope you look forward to watching, so stay tuned. Tell you why. The reason why I'm going to start bringing blocks for plein air is there has been times I have been painting out in the field and someone had wanted my painting to buy it. So in order for me to be able to do that, if I had a sketchbook, I would have to tear my pages out of my sketchbook, which I'm not really a big fan of. So that being said, I am going to bring my Boa Hong 100% cotton block of watercolor paper. And it is just the 7 by 4 by 9, so almost like a 5 by 7. So I'm going to bring that for my paper. I'm going to set it up over to the side. And then for me, for little things and for some practice and for some studies, I am going to bring my sketcher. I believe it's an A4 size. It's the smaller size of their everyday sketchbook because I would like to finish this, and I really do prefer working on 100% cotton. And then we're gonna make a stop into Pittsburgh because I want to do some urban sketching. So I'm bringing my urban sketching sketchbook. And I love that it's portrait style for this. And it's 100% cotton once again. And one of these days I am going to paint on these. The downside to these everyday sketchbooks, eventually, when I start making a little bit of money, my goal is to get the perfect sketchbook by Etcher. So, but in the meantime, I have been absolutely loving these everyday sketchbooks. I don't feel pressured when I'm doing them. I don't feel like they're too precious. And they work great for both of the setups that I will be showing you. So that is paper. I got to move it out of the way because I am working with a limited space. The next thing I want to talk about is my watercolor palettes. So this is the hard decision to make for me. So for my gouache, this is the easiest decision. I am going to bring my art toolkit, Daniel Smith gouache palette. And I have it dried down. I know it's looking probably pretty gross, but it's dried and it's starting to crack. So I will clean this up a bit before I leave, but it's completely full and it's very compact. So yeah, that's going to be perfect. My next choice is, I think I'm going to possibly bring this Da Vinci. I got it last year, I believe for my birthday. My boyfriend got it for me, and I haven't got a chance to really play with it very much, and I love the colors in this palette. So this, I think, is a very good possibility to bring. So there's that. I prefer, I think, out of the palettes, I almost prefer the metal ones just because of my setups, and I will show you why when I get to that. But I have this one. It's the Portfolio palette by Art Toolkit, and I absolutely love this one. I have the smaller one, which I like for hiking and some things, but this one here I really like because I have the smaller colors that I don't really use that much of, and then the bigger pans for that I do, and I have more mixing area than what I did in the Art Toolkit, the smaller size, because I'm trying to still use up these paints because I don't like to waste. And once I do, I want to basically turn this into a 12 pan. And as you can see the sizes, this is, I would say, probably a little over 6 inches by a little over 4. So like 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So, and then this you have is almost 5 inches, and it's like 3 1/4. So a bit of a size difference, but I think I'm gonna opt out to bring, I think I'm opting so far to bring these 2 palettes. So, because they're pretty light and compact now, I have to make a choice because I do not want to bring a bunch of heavy stuff. So, it's a really hard decision because I love working with the metal palettes, but I was thinking if I did some urban sketching, I may want to sit somewhere, and this is where the portable painter would be handy. However, I really like the colors that are in this palette. And I have done this, used this one for a couple of my plein airs, have you seen in my videos. The colors are just amazing, but I think I might stick to a smaller palette this time. So, because we're only going to be there for a few days. So, yeah. Okay. So, I think I narrowed it down to the portable painter, my art toolkit, my Da Vinci, and this. Because I figured if I went hiking, these 2 alone are light enough that I could pack this and my watercolor brush, and off I go. So, those are my palettes, and I think I'm going with the portable painter because I think when we stop in Pittsburgh, this will be perfect for some urban sketching that I want to do. So, besides from that, the next couple items I am going to bring is I want to take for my urban sketching, I want to bring my Sailor Fude pen. I'm still trying to get used to it, so I think that's going to be a awesome choice. And then I am going to bring, I have a very small set. I have other Neo colors, but I have this small set of Neo 2s, so I thought if I wanted to do some mixed media, I could. And this is the fall, their special edition fall. And the colors are actually really pretty. And this, it wasn't very much. I think this set was like 20 bucks on Amazon. I don't even know if they still have it. But the colors are phenomenal for fall. I got like a grayish black, there's a moss green, olive black, Van Dyke brown, chestnut, Indian red, English red, raw sienna, green ochre, and golden ochre. And then I have some singles here of that Urban Gine, whatever. Don't slaughter my terrible pronunciation there. Saffron. I got some flesh color and some apricot. And I thought these might be fun for some urban sketching / forest. So, yeah. I'm going to take those. So I'm going to put that over aside. And then some accessories. Well, let's start back before accessories. My water pots, I am going to bring 2. I'm going to bring this one in case, like, I'm just sitting around at my family's, and it's just one of these Faber-Castell pots, but I put jewelry wire on it so I could actually hang it from my easel if I wanted to. So I'll give that a go. Or I can leave it collapsed like this and just set it here for a little bit of water. But my favorite, I have to say, is this little plastic one. It is ever so light, and it fits on both of my painting things you'll see. I don't want to like give it away, but most of you who watch my videos already know what I use. So anyway, I'm going to bring this little Freshman 10. And in this, I keep like a penny for a sun. I keep kneaded erasers. And then I could also, this can work also as a palette. And then I have my little cards that I can scrape and add detail with. And these fit really good right in here. And this also sticks to a magnet. So I find that very useful. So the other thing I find that I like to bring is I'm going to bring 2 different types of tape. I'm going to bring a thing of washi tape because I do like clean edges sometimes. And I got this from the Dollar Tree. And it is the cutest little washi tape. It has little fish and stars on it. So who can't get inspired with like some cute things? And then of course my blue 3mm painter's tape I love so much. Okay. So I don't know if any of you guys think about this, but sometimes I get overwhelmed when I'm out in plein air. So I'm bringing this little thing here. It's my little view catcher. And it's on a lanyard, whatever they're called. So that will work. I can put that on. I have a paper one that I had done, but I have no idea where I put it at. And if I find that, I may take that because it can go right into my one bag. The other thing, one of the things I find essential is clips. And working with sketchbooks or even blocks, you want something that's gonna possibly clip it down. So I'm gonna bring a few of the clips. Okay, one of the things too is a necessity for me is a spray bottle. I got in a couple of small ones, so I'm gonna take this little trial size one and this bigger one. I'm taking 2. It's a little excessive, but I can use this for sitting around or throwing it in my book bag. Or this one will fit into my other setup, which I will show you. And I will have already placed in the bag. Of course, you guys know paper towels is a must. I normally bring some here, but another thing you can do, I know a lot of people are doing, and I might end up doing myself, is not for this trip because it's too big and bulky, but I think for my plein air adventures, I'm going to keep a thing of the shop towels in my car, so I'll have that. So, side note, I have a thing of it in my studio, but I think I want to get one more to keep in my car. But definitely paper towels that I can reuse. So now, another fun part, and then I'm going to get to kind of the more boring parts, so those who don't want to stick around, they can leave. But I got this, I love this, it's Christy Rice. I got her set of brushes, and this has been my biggest like little accessory bag for my plein air, because I will just stick this in the book bag and go. But what I keep in here is got this masking fluid, so it's a little light and portable that I can take that. I keep a ruler in here, and I have it slightly different for my other setup, but when I'm using my backpack, this is what I stick the stuff in, so, but my ruler. And then I keep a couple microns. I have a 0.3, well actually I guess I have 2.3s, and I need to switch that out because I should have a 5 in there as well, but I'll have to get a new 5s because During my plein air adventures, I seem to lose micron pens like there's no tomorrow. I don't know what it is. But I keep a thing of Q-tips because you never know for smearing or whatever. And I used to work a lot with color pencils, so I keep a thing of white gouache. You never know when you want some fresh white. And I have a couple different, but I love this because it's already used and it's really small. I keep a white gel pen, so for some urban sketching, for some highlights. Now, for my urban sketching, I may bring my Posca pens, which I just have, as of right now, like these basic colors. I got black, white, and then the primaries. So I want to add a few to my collection with that. But I will be bringing also this little, in case I would need it for gouache or separating paper, I'm going to bring this little palette knife. I got my mechanical pencil, which I don't know necessarily if I'll bring that one. I may go to just like a cheap pencil because I'm always losing stuff on plein air, guys. It is ridiculous. I never thought I would. Okay, but I do. So for my smaller sketchbook, if I don't use a water brush, which I will be grabbing, I got all kinds, but water brush, whatever fits your fancy water brush, and that's like a small size, but I have others, but I will be adding my water brush. Here we go. So put that there because I'll need that. And I'm going to use my Raphael Precision little plein air set. I love this little set. I got it on Amazon, but you can also get it, I believe, on Blick and Jerry's and all those. Okay, now these are my paintbrushes. Yeah. It's a little bit much. Okay, on a serious note, the challenges of deciding paintbrushes to go is very, very hard for me. The struggle is so real. So, back to showing you the brushes, but trying to decide brushes is a very, very hard decision for me. So, I got the Princeton Neptune, and this is a size 10, and I love it because this is going to enable me to have those big washes. So, I definitely know these are a must. My water brush is a must. These items are a must. So, I'm going to put those back in here. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of want that. But then I have this big one that, I don't know. It's a size 12 and it works great for like detail, but I feel like I'm being a little obsessive. But I'll show you what I have, and then I may do another video for like the final things that I decide. But I have this Escoda size 8, which honestly, I do not see me bringing because it was kind of pricey and I'm afraid that I will lose it. So I think we're going to exclude that out. That was easy. And then I should have another one of those suckers here somewhere. Okay, right here. I have an Escoda size 6. Now, when I'm downtown or with my plein air group, I will bring these. So, but they're a little precious to me right now yet, and I really can't afford more, and I really want to get a bigger size in it, so I'm trying to save up. However, I have this little size 4, and that works lovely for really small detail, so I'm definitely going to bring that. I have this this silver black velvet, and it's a size 8, and I really do like it. So I think I am probably going to bring that one. And the key to this, you guys, is really making sure the brushes are wet before you put them back in shape. Because if not, I've done it before where I've caught the hairs And travel brushes aren't exactly always very cheap. Now, the ones that, the 8 and the size 4 or whatever, those two were like, the set of 3 wasn't very much expensive. And then this is the last one of that set. So, 8. So I'm going to bring those instead of bringing the Oscoda ones. So if I lose these, the set is like 20 bucks on Amazon. I won't be heartbroken. Or, you know, it won't be too where I can't afford it. Now, I will not be climbing the mountains with these, but if I do some urban sketching in Pittsburgh, I really do want these. It's my Rosemary & Co. brushes. I have 2 styles. I have the dagger one, which I really like. Trying to get it to make sure you guys can see it. It's hard when you're filming yourself. After all, I am a party of 1 for that. And then my flat brush. And I love this brush. It does amazing for brickwork. So I knew I definitely wanted to bring those. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then I'll put my washi tape in here. And then that in there. I just dropped one of my clips, but that's okay. I will retrieve it after the video. And then the last of my brushes, I have Sarah Burns brushes, but those are very precious to me, so I will not be bringing hers. But I will be bringing my etcher set for my gouache. So it has this really nice little carry case, and if I lose these, I can always order another set off of Amazon, but I don't know necessarily if I can get Sarah's brushes again. So, okay. Now, I know, another bag, but honestly, I don't know if I'll be bringing it, but it has some stuff in it. I have this magnet clip. These little binder clips I'm finding is a necessity. Another spray bottle, but I'll be swapping this. I can swap these out because I have many different plein air setups, so I definitely want that. Okay. And then these will be put in there, and this will probably more than likely the mechanical pencil I bring. I'm gonna go ahead and switch those possibly out. Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna take this little cheapy one. So if I lose it down the mountainside, I will not be heartbroken. So I was using this little bag, so like to throw in my purse, and I kept my art tool kit. For a little setup, you guys, you could get a cheap little Dollar Tree bag. I would take my little art tool kit. It won't be on this trip. I take one of the metal clips so I can sketch it, you know, attach it to my sketchbook. I take that, the water brush pen, which I put away, and there you go. Just this, a magnet, you know, that's what I take. This magnet, and it sticks, and it works really great. And then I'll take my sketchbook and brush pen, stick it in here, throw it in my purse, and it is like the perfect setup to go if you're not really wanting, like, if you wanted to take the bare minimums. That's, and I'll do probably a separate video for that on how I do with the bare minimum for plein air, because sometimes you don't want to take a bunch of junk. So now I'm getting to little accessories that I find are very important. Now, I love me a wristband, because sometimes if you're hiking, which I'm probably going to be on a mountain, and I don't want to carry a paper towel because I believe in leave no trace. I bring my water back with me. I try to do all the things to have nature not know I have been there. I really believe in leave no trace. So I use my wristband, which You can wipe your brush, whatever, a dab. It has come in handy many a times. I wear glasses because I'm about blind bad anymore. I'm getting them older eyes. So for me, I always try to keep some of the lens wipes, but you can also use it to clean off your camera lenses for like my filming purposes. I use it for my iPhone because I record with my iPhone. I keep a thing of hand sanitizer, and if I keep this bottle and then I just refill it because it don't take up very much space and you just never know. I keep a thing of lip balm because I have been out in the sun and my lip has gotten in blisters before for some plein air events. So I keep lip balm with me with sunblock. Obviously, I keep some more, I have some more lighter binders. These are more to hold the sketchbook, you know, pages from not flying. So I definitely want to be bringing those. Now you see why I take a little carry-on, the little bag. I like keeping a carabiner because if I want to hang my water or anything, and you never know, I can hang a rag from this. It's just, I believe it's just a really good thing to have. I also find a hat to be very important. This is not one of those sunblock type hats with the SPF, but I did get one. So I have this one, but it gets really hot. I have really long, thick hair, and it is super duper hot. So I decided to splurge because I also kayak and I do a lot of hiking. I bought this off of Amazon, and I think it was a really good purpose. Now, I stick with gray, and the reason why I go with gray is because it is a neutral color. And with plein air, you're going to find you want neutral colors. I think this hat was like between $10 and $15. I can't remember the exact price. And I am not an Amazon affiliate link yet. So, with that being said, none of this stuff I get any money for or anything. It's just products that I have bought, I have paid for, and I love so much for plein air. But this hat has the SPF. It has the button so you can flip it up, which is great because I have an incredibly small head. I love that it's adjustable, which is great. It has the strap for if it's windy, which I have used. I don't normally like it around my neck, but sometimes it's better than the hat blown away. But the best part, it has a hole for a ponytail or a bun. Oh yes, that makes the difference. And bet your bottom dollar, I can tell you what, I know that saying is so old, but I'll tell you what, this is really a necessity. But when you get a hat, you want a neutral color. It really does make the difference. And then the other feature I like about this hat is you can roll it up. Another purchase I did specifically for this trip, if I can find where I have put it. Oh. Okay. Sorry guys, had to grab it. Is this. So, I am really excited about this because I'm going to just throw this in my bag. I think, and even if I don't use it for this adventure, it's great. But basically, it rolls out to be a really, 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 really small backpack. It's just one of those 10-liter ones. So, and you can fold it up within itself, and this is what you have. I'm not going to fold it because I need to practice with it. I will say, the downside to this, it gives you instructions, but you kind of do need to practice with it. So I'm going to put that right back up so I don't lose it. So I'm not sure if I'll take that with me for this Pennsylvania trip, but I'm not sure. So, and the last couple items that I find that I tend to bring that are necessities for me is I am looking for something smaller. It's not very heavy. I don't take a lot of water in it. However, and I love that it's flat. I bought this specifically for my one bag. But I wish it was smaller. I really do not need this much water. So, that is what I use for now until I can figure out something smaller. The other two things that is very, very important, and do not forget it, please, people. You may, you don't want to end up with some serious bug bites. So that brings me to, I'm going to be out in the woods. So I'm bringing the backwoods cutter, but that's what I unscented. This is what I'm going to use, but if you're going to be painting out, and it might be a good idea to have some bug spray. I find that I do not like, if my one plein air event, I forgot it. It was in the car and I really regretted it later. I got really bit up. And then sunscreen. I just, cheap one that I got from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. It's just the Sport 30. I guess it works really well. It has really good views. And what I liked about it was it's very small. I can keep it in my backpack. So, now. Oh, and don't forget your trash bags. This is for, I try to keep this for any unwanted trash, or in case I need to put something to keep it safe if it starts raining all of a sudden. You never know when you might need a trash bag. So, these are the three things I will be taking probably to PA. First of all, for when I go hiking, I will be taking my etcher slate. I forget what this one is. I know this is terrible, but this little one. But I love it so much. I can take everything I need. It fits my art toolkit, and it's super light, and it gives me a working surface, and my smallest etcher sketchbook fits right in here with the toolkit, and so it's gonna be lovely. I can put my etcher, or the sketchbook in here, because you'll see the other things, but the main thing I think you needed to see is, if I can find my paper, perhaps. Okay. But for if I'm hiking and I'm going to be in the middle of the woods, all I'm really going to want is my little water brush. I have the clip. I put this in here. This in here, and now you see why. And then I do not seem to know where it's at right now. Let me check. So the other thing that I will bring, and normally what I do for like when I'm backpacking, I have this elastic thing that I loop through here. And I have this butt pad, because you never know, like, you can't always find a log or something to sit on, but having this is super lightweight. It's getting worn down. I'm probably going to have to order another one before long, but it folds up, and then I just take this elastic I have, and then it fits snug. Sorry, but it fits snug. And I can take this hiking, and it really works out great if I don't want to carry a lot. But I use this the most like when I'm hiking with my dog, if I want to do something, just a small sketch in a hurry. So this will be the first setup I'll be taking. And we're going in a car, so I'll actually have the room to do this. So stick that over there. And then my second one I will be taking, and I'm going to be taking this to Pittsburgh for, got something else in here. Oh, magnets and stuff already. See, already prepared. But I am taking my Etcher Slate Mini. And as for the other one, oh, there's all my missing water bottles. But as of the other one, so here's I keep my schedule for plein air. When I go for my plein air group that I belong to, we go on Thursdays to the parks. I carry this bag because I can keep, it just works. I can just grab it and go. But believe it or not, you can fit a lot of stuff in here. I know Sketches and Scrubs was using this, and when she first got it, she said she wasn't really sure about it, but she has really grown to love it. So Sketches, I don't think you watch my channel, but if you ever would run across my channel, believe me, you can stuff this sucker full. Like, it fits a lot. Like, I have really, it stretches. So you can fit actually a good amount in there. But this way I can take this for some urban sketching. I can hold it in my lap. I really find it works great for urban sketching. See, I already have a pen in here, a pencil. And I took the netting off, but it does come with netting, and you can do the different setup. And one of these days, I need to do a video specifically on this, because I tell you what, guys, I feel like the Transformers. If I was better at editing, right here would be the moment where I would put the Transformer in the commercial and, you know, all kinds of different stuff. All the stuff with the Transformers, because I feel like Transformers. Sorry, I had a younger brother that loved the show. Goes back to the nostalgia. Speaking of which, the nostalgia things, I really want to see the Barbie movie. I was definitely a Barbie girl. Okay, and then the last thing that I bring is a backpack. I got this one from Walmart. It was maybe $15, just a little eSports called. But I love this because I can put my easel in here and the side pockets for my water or whatnot. It has different pockets and for all the things. And then, I guess one more setup that I'll be bringing, because I'm extra, and honestly, I don't know why I'm going to bring so much stuff. It seems like, you know, you bring all this stuff and then you don't use half of it. But the other option I have, which I may or not bring this, I haven't decided. Let's not bump the camera. But you hook it to a tripod, but I kind of wanted to bring this, so if I'm sitting around the house or whatever and outside, I can use my block. But is my James Gurney easel. And you guys, I really do love this thing. It's between this and my etcher. It's just always such a hard decision, but I love this because for my water, I clip it there. And this is why you'll find that I love using, this is why I love using the metal palettes. Because you can just clip it. And this sucker is not coming off. I mean, no matter how windy or whatever, and how's the brush holders. But my boyfriend made it. You can go under the James Gurney thing, but it's not too bad to make. There's a company on Etsy that makes them too. I don't know the link or anything for that, but all it is a couple pieces of this MDF board or whatever. I got it from the Home Depot. There's a T-nut that, this goes to the tripod. And then these are just adjustable torque hinges. And then my boyfriend, you know, drilled out the holes for the brushes for me, because you got to have a place to put your brush. Because if not, I'm just constantly losing things. And then I like the bigger metals for my water. I mean, it works either way. But it works. It's a little bit of a slant, but it works. And then I love that my palette don't go nowhere. And then I just clip it to here, you know, and it holds it. So that works great. So if I decide to go with that, those are my two most common that I use. Well, three. And then I have a huge Etcher slate, but I don't think I will be bringing that. And then I got this from Walmart. It's just a little document holder, but I love the tie-dye. It really goes with my personality. And I keep scraps of paper in here. And then I'll take my MDF board, crash and everything. I don't have enough room. I'm getting used to this new desk. That was the one thing I rewarded myself with. I sold a commission, and one of the things I got with my commission money was this desk. So it actually lifts up the whole 9 yards. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you like what you're seeing, give it a boop boop, a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a nice day. And don't forget to subscribe. It really lets the algorithm know, and YouTube, because I'll tell you what, the algorithm is not always nice. But you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.